Good evening, dear tutor. The topic I'm gonna go over today is concerning assessment strategies for learning in e-learning model. Without further ado, let's get started. To begin with, e-online learning environments entails having an education in virtual places, for example, UNED, as opposed to traditional schools in which you're going to have a face-to-face communication with teachers. There are four components that I like to point out. In first place, we have integrate social interactions. It means that the way you can have an interaction with teachers is through emails and maybe through a web conference. Then we have flexible time and space, and this is geared especially for those who are currently working. Then we have abundant information resources. It means that as you enter into the platform of those virtual places, you could see that there is such a wide variety of things such as YouTube videos, online information about the resources that you could find in order to carry out the task. Then we have dynamic learning interfaces. It means that those virtual universities have rapid connections, and this is in order for people to not sit back. Sometimes people at these situations of having a bad internet connection is going to set people back from having a good work. Then we have some e-learning strategies that you have to take into account in order to be successful. First off, we have the perceived skill, which has three components. Comprehension is the first one, and it entails having cognitive skills, because sometimes when you don't have somebody to back you up, you need to seek information online in order to get your ideas across so that you could realize your homework. Then we have inner skill. It means that you need to have a good grasp of some technological tools, because more often than not, as you are carrying out this task, you need to know how to manage some technological tools such as Wix, some kind of blocks, and so forth. There we have self-awareness. It means that you need to hold yourself accountable for your learning process, as opposed to face-to-face communication. You have a teacher who is setting up the schedule about the homeworks that you have to do. There is another component called affection, which subscales in three ways. We have attitude and motivation that varies a little bit, because some people are not accustomed to working with tools. That's why they're going to have some problems. However, there are others who have a good command of how to manage the internet. So they're going to, this situation is going to stand then in a good state. They're going to benefit from that. There is another, I'm not going to say that it's negative, but it's related to anxiety. Maybe you have too much work to do, and if you are not able to handle those technological tools, they are going to hinder you from working properly. Finally, we have another component that is self-regulation. The first characteristic is self-monitoring. It means that you need to shoulder responsibility for your process, because let's say that you have a task that is going to be carry out in 15 days, but if you leave the task for the last day, you're gonna stress yourself out, and it's inevitably that you're not gonna get it. Then we have time management. It means that if you are responsible and try to have a follow-up process, you're gonna be successful in these online courses. And then we have concentration. It means that sometimes there are online videos, online games that are going to distract you. You're gonna get sidetracked from those kind of things. That's why you need to hold responsible for your process and try to be focused for a short amount of time. Once you have finished the task, you could maybe have fun by using those games. Now, let's develop the questions. To begin with, what is an advantage of online learning over traditional classes for some people? Second, what are online learning strategies? Third, what does habit self-awareness mean? Fourth, why could be a drawback when learning through an online course? This is what I wanted to share with you. So thanks for your attention and have a good day.